Welcome to my plant room, guys. From here, my wallpaper and my husband's welcome you as soon as you open the door. I guess we're going to start from my door, and here you see a paper bag. It's really old. I keep my stuff for packaging plants here. I have ribbons and shredded paper from my old beauty subscriptions. It's very handy for packaging plants. Got wrapping paper, bubble wrap, paper bags, and so on. And of course, my ring light for taking photos of my plants. Then I got this cute little bag from my little box subscription where I keep my rubber bands. I have little cups for tinting. I keep them here in case I need them one day. Then just some hooks and clips for my plants. Okay, so here I have my plant tools holder that I got from Amazon quite a while back. It's actually a toiletries holder, but I repurposed it for my plant tools. Just perfect for my back door to save space. I can hang my cutter here. Tweezers. Chopsticks, a great tool for planting. Tong. Small tweezers, and different types of brushes. I also have a spatula for mixing my compost. It's super cool. There's also a hook where you can hang your clippers. Then I have my spades, pruner, and of course my precious scissors that's been with me since I became addicted to houseplants. Then just pencil and pen. And this cute little thing that I got from Adele. In here, I have my syringe and jute twine. I also have cotton buds. I use this for removing insects from my plants. And I have this pH moisture meter that I got from B&Q. Then this cleaner for removing adhesive from my plant pots. Then toothpicks, cause why not? Then I have other ties for tying plants outdoor and more jute twine. So that's my plant tools holder that I decluttered from my previous video. As you can see, I have plenty hooks installed here, which is very handy. Then I have an old thermometer. Okay, if you didn't know, I am a beauty therapist. I had my own business. I had to close it during the pandemic. I was going to throw this away, but my husband advised me to keep it as a souvenir. So I hung it here in my plant room where I can see it and reminds me of how far I have come in life, the things I have achieved. Anyway, here's my table. There's a lot of stuff here. I decided to leave a couple of chairs here because it's only me and my husband. I'm so happy I got plenty space in my plant room now. These are the stuff that I need to hang. They were here before, so now I have to find a place to hang this somewhere in my plant room. Then I have LED light to install as well. This is my Warsi Wixie Eye. It's sitting on top of my table temporarily. It's doing very well. Then my Anthurium. I also have ring light and remote control for my grow lights sitting on my lip plate that I got from Wastebusters. I found this cute teacup and this from Wastebusters as well. I put water in them for humidity. Here's my Maranta cuttings that I need to plant. Some of the leaves are yellowing already. My Philodendron Pink Princess, it is finally doing something. There's a few baby leaves. The variegation is showing up, but not much. But I'm still happy. I got the top off and gave it to my lovely friend Adele. And here my aloe is doing very well. Okay, this is my Dracaena. It was sitting over there and now it's here. And this plant's still doing okay. Then I have my nail polish holder. I repurposed it to hang my hanging plants like my creeping Jenny. It's super long now. Then I have my ivy. A few of the leaves were browning because of lack of water, but it's still growing, as well as my Philodendron Brazil. My Monstera adansonii is slowly growing along with my pothos. I got this both from Adele. I put them together because they're too slow for me. On top of my glass cabinet, surprisingly, my Alocasia poly is still alive. It's doing very well here. My propagated string of hearts. My begonia is getting bushy. Okay, here I have a small heater and some of my prayer plants that are doing very well. They are very pretty. Let's start with my Calathea mosaica, such a resilient prayer plant. Their foliage is very unique and this plant keeps producing new leaves. Super cool. My Calathea tricolor, it is doing very well, thank God. It is getting massive, it's insane. Such a stunning prayer plant, especially with her pink coloration on the leaves. She's looking happy and healthy. Next is my Leopardina. Guys, you have no idea how resilient this plant is. She is getting massive too and it's flowering again. Okay, in here is my beautiful Zebrina. I am very happy that this plant is still alive despite some hiccups. She is thriving. Okay, finally, let me show you what's inside my glass cabinet. Here's my red ruby begonia. She is growing slowly and is still adjusting to the environment, as well as my purpurmioides, super slow and sensitive. Okay, here I have this variegated Corcheviana. I got it from my niece. They were just cuttings and now they are thriving. A few of the leaves have brown tips, but I can live with that. The variegation is not very pronounced, but I'm okay with that too, as long as she is happy. Okay, this one is my third Betacosm. Number 1 and 2 died during the winter, so Adele kindly sent me another one. It was a cutting with one leaf, I think, and now it's produced new baby leaves. They are just tiny at the moment. I will give them time, but for now, it is happy inside this glass cabinet. Here's another one that Adele sent me. It is a Philodendron Burl Marks. I didn't realize she sent me a variegated one until I had a close look. The stem has white variegation, there was baby shoots when she sent it, and now it has baby leaves. None of them has variegation yet, but they're super cute. And if you look closer, there's another one here. Adele sent me 2 cuttings, so they are both here. Right, here's my hardleaf fern. It's throwing tantrums because I keep forgetting to water this plant. The leaves were yellowing and curling. She doesn't like the soil too dry. But as soon as you water this, she's safe again. She's slowly perking up. Just give it a chance to recover. Okay, this is my Calathea White Fusion. It's still doing very well and thriving. Love her foliage so much. Then here's my Pilea. I'm loving the texture and coloration of this plant. It is slowly growing and loving the glass cabinet, I think. Here's another Pilea, the Moon Valley. I had a couple but gave the other one to Adele. Lastly is my Begonia Amphioxus. She's cute and dainty. She's also doing well here. Okay, meet my giant Monstera deliciosa. She's getting tall and massive, but every time I water this, the next day, one of the leaves is turning yellow. So I very rarely water this plant. The more you ignore this one, the better. Then underneath my Monstera is my ZZ Raven. So in here, I have my Peperomia Napoleonite. It's flowering non-stop. This was sitting in my living room. I moved it into my plant room. I used to have a wooden table here, but I replaced it with my glass side table to save space. And at the same time, my Peperomia is still getting sunlight from the window as the table is see-through. I have my propagated Begonia maculata here that I'm planning to sell, as well as my spider plant. This one is my propagated Cebu Blue. I'm also planning to sell this. I'm just waiting for this plant to stabilize before I put this on the market. Okay, my Syngonium Pink Splash is slowly catching up. This was 50-50 when I received it. I removed the majority of the leaves as they were dying. Only one healthy leaf left. And now as you can see, it has produced 2 baby leaves. I'm very happy this plant is surviving. I really love the Pink Splash. I think it's stunning. Be the reason someone smiles today. I got this from our good friends George and Mary. This is my very old jade plant. I did a plant journal of this plant. Please check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Here's my grow lights, which I reviewed 2 months ago, and my telescope. My Alocasia cuculata is so big. It was suffering from spider mite, but it's surviving. Okay, let me show you the books that I got from Waste Busters, guys. They are so old. This one is really cool as it has so many tips and advice about plants and gardening. And this one too. This is one of my favorite books that I got, all about houseplants. I got this because of the photos and illustrations, really. It's such a stunning book, great for coffee table. I really love this one. Now this one is really cool too. There's a lot of tips and tricks on how to propagate your plants, whether it's house plants or outdoor plants. This is my favorite one as it's all about gardening and there's a lot of inspiration. Plus, it was printed in Philippines too. And here, just a stash of garden magazines. Grown Your Own is my subscriptions one. This is just my propagation stuff, macrame, and some plant pots. And here is some terrarium stuff and more pots. I put my telescope stuff here too. And here's my Sansevieria fish tank. I'm saving it for a terrarium and more garden books. And here's more of my stuff. I got this Polaroid camera from my parents-in-law. It's very retro. I was so happy they passed it to me. Here's my Tradescantia zebrina. This is my Calathea or Gepertia White Star. She is doing very well. She's thriving. It was suffering from spider mites. Nevertheless, she is doing great now. I really love the hint of pink on the foliage. I think it's super unique. Next is my Begonia Lucerna. She's loving the plant room. As you can see, it's really tall. And she is flowering for the first time. It's like a bouquet. Super pretty. And this plant is growing non-stop. Unbelievable. Another prayer plant here is my Orbifolia. I'm going to make a plant diary for this one. She's okay. She's hanging in there. This is my Monstera Stanleyana. At last, after 1 year, the leaf cutting that I got from eBay is finally growing from 1 leaf to 9 leaves and the white variegation is showing up on few leaves. Oh my god guys, believe it or not, this is my Albertii again. It was suffering badly from spider mites, so I had to cut all the leaves once again, and I'm hoping this will produce new shoots again because this plant has been through a lot. Big time. Okay, here's my Cebu Blue that I got from Lisa. It is slowly growing but she's doing great. The leaves are so nice. I really love the texture and silvery coloration. Super pretty. Guys, this one is so stunning. The Silversword Philodendron or Hestatum. The silver coloration is definitely showing up. I got this from Just Myra and I haven't repotted this since I got it. And it's still not root bound. Look at the leaves. Isn't she stunning? Next is another prayer plant. Surprise, surprise. This is my beautiful Setinante Amagris. She was also suffering from spider mite, but it's doing very well now. She is big and thriving. Okay, I have more plants hanging here. Love that mirror there. This is my Hoya Polinura fishtail, which is doing very well. My Monstera Saltipicana that I got from Adele. This was only a cutting when I got it, and now she is growing wild. Okay, here my Hoya Crimson Queen. She's thriving and her leaves are insane. Okay, some of you may remember this potting table. It's meant for my garden, but to be honest, I never use it outside. So I decided to put it in my plant room and use it as shelves for my plant stuff, like my compost or mediums for my plants and so on. And I think it looks great here and very useful. I love this bag so much. I got this shopping bag as a gift from my friend Aldona. It's from Hanya Hindmarch. Okay, I need to brag about my husband's creation, the footstool. He made it for me. Super cute. It's quite heavy and sturdy. I love this footstool a lot. And here's more plants for you. This plant shelf was also made by my husband. I got a little inspiration from Pinterest. So I asked my husband if he could make it and he did. It's super cute. Okay, here is another snake plant. My Begonia maculata, she is getting big. My Nanook. My old peace lily getting big and thriving. This is just my husband's Doctor Who fridge. My Hoya Vela that I got from Layla. my good luck bamboo. My Begonia repens is doing very well here. Lastly, my propagated spider plant. And this is the end of my plant room and houseplant tour. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye!